Good morning. So I re-added the skylight because I was tired of seeing so much darkness. This dude's treading water. He's bobbing up and down with the waves. I can go underwater and swim around. There's no animation for the swimming yet, just this treading animation. So that's what I'm going to do today, is the animation for the movement. But, yep, he goes with the waves. Kind of adjusts constantly. I don't know what is up with that constant flashing of white light. I think it's something to do with the light of the sun. But, yeah, I'll figure it out eventually. Otherwise, yeah, this thing is perfectly seamless. I can go under the boat, come back up on the other side. I can't get out of the water yet. I haven't programmed that logic. I mean, I can get out of the water by land, but I can't, like, jump up out of here, you know, like you would expect. So I haven't done that yet, but I can go down further to the murky depths. See how murky it gets. I can swim fast. I can swim back up. Because I can't swim like forward and up at the same time. Don't know what's up with that. Oh, maybe a little bit. Barely. Oh, I kind of almost jumped up out of the water. That was interesting. I wonder if I can do this. I bet you I could do that. Hold on. Let's see. Because I'm getting an upward momentum before I'm turning off. Alright, but what I really want to show off is the diving and wading into water. It's just really cool. Something I've been dreaming about doing. Not dreaming, but imagining how could I do this for a while. Let's swim through the docks to get there. I should make these things so they don't block the camera, so I'm not constantly coming in and out like that. But anyway, you gotta see this. Once I get to the ocean, I can auto run. Oops, I turned off the torch. But yeah, I can auto run underwater. Here we go. So it'll just dump me off on the ground like that. I'll try to make that smoother. But here's smooth. Check this out. Did you see the entrance animation? I'll do it slowly here. That it kind of like wades into the water. Just the same way the jumping start then loop animation works in the example. I was just like, well, wade into water and then swim. So it kind of like leans forward, puts his arms out. If I just stand still, you can see that. Anyway, the really cool part, I've only seen this in The Witcher, and in The Witcher you have to press X when you're at like near an ocean, and then it'll like plot out your dive. But here I've made it so that is this not gonna just play? Keep playing? That's stupid. So there's this weird like freaking outline on objects from the skylight. I don't know what's up with that, but it looks very cartoony. So anyway, check this. Just need some splashing animations. It's all set. Yeah, I would like to figure out what's causing this. I don't know if it's a reflection, or maybe it's that anti-aliasing delay. So you see there's a little bit of like a jitter. It's because it's interping. I'm actually moving forward and then setting the anchor point, and then the tidal effect is taking hold, so it's interping me to a new place every like 0.35 seconds or something, which matches up with the swimming animation here. So it's almost like he's pushing himself through the water. See that? Almost. So you can dive from the ground. You can dive from anywhere. Anywhere that the ocean is underneath your feet and not something else. So cool, huh? Now the skylight on with the ambient lighting. So it's not 100% perfect, but as you can see, I can jump over these gaps and everything's fine. Watch this. Woohoo! I can do like a backflip if I... Oh no. Oops. Ow. Yeah, he dives right into any freaking water. It's so cool. Even if you just fall off, if you're in air, it'll work. You don't have to even jump, you just drop into the water. Let's see if I can do that again. Maybe I can drop off from the boat. So maybe I can get up onto these. There we go. Drop off though. That was more than a jump. Yes. So anyway, I had that idea months ago, and I was like, someday I'll add diving to the game. And yesterday, I had diving. I did diving. I kind of just want to chill and dive in the ocean. It's fun. Onto the boat. Oh yeah, so check out this backflip of sorts I can do here. Like diving, nope. Diving, nope. So anyway, it detects if you're over water, not if you're going into water. So I could, whoa. It's like whatever, you know. It doesn't have to be like absolutely 100% realistic all the time, no matter what. So diving over water. So it would be funny as actually if you built like tables or something with a gap and then a table and then a gap and then a table and then jump from a really high height. Could probably do like somersaults in midair, like stunt jumps. So I'm leaving it in. Oh, the skylight messes up the moon. I forgot about that. That's why I took it off. Maybe I could go back to LPV. Yeah, that's no good. I'll have to watch it for a second more. It's every 30 seconds, so we'll see it here. Ugh, yeah. Nasty glow around the edges. It kind of ruins the effect. Okay, so skylight off. Maybe LPV mode back on. Or just some other solution. Yeah, I forgot about that. It messes up the moon. Yeah, see? Yeah, and there's no way to filter that right now. It's too long. Jesus, I had to include this in the description. That's lame. Whatever. I guess I could leave it as an option. Maybe. For now, I'm just gonna take it out. I have to remember that though. Maybe I'll just put LPV back on and see how it performs. maybe just that, just for the landscapes. Just so I can see where I am, right? Let me try that instead of LPV. Maybe that'll give me enough indirect lighting, but still keep it dark on like actors and stuff. See if there's anything else I can just check on while I wait for that. I guess maybe it's an editor setting for LPV. Visualize light propagation. What? Yeah. Interesting options here. Well, I'll find that setting after I test this out. So that's not a landscape, so hopefully this will get indirect lighting on these, and not that. Almost there. I'll show off the diving again. Just trying to make the ambient lighting. It's like counting them down one by one as it gets closer. It's daylight and this landscape's really dark. I'm not seeing that. So as you can see, this is what it looks like without the skylight on. With no torch. Took the torch on. Direct lighting looks great. Obviously performance is hugely improved. 90 frames per second, full screen, epic settings. So no animations yet on swimming, it's just the treading animation, but you have this blur effect going on. Back up to the surface, tread water again. I'm not holding any buttons, I'm just moving the mouse around. Wait a second. Why is this boat not bobbing up and down? Is it? The other boat's bobbing around. Right? Yeah, that one's bobbing around. spaced out of the water. Look at my blueprint for that. Basic one. So if you're just joining us, check this wading into water animation. It's hard to tell because the water line is solid. So that's a shame. I'll have to think of... wait, there, you saw it a little bit there. I have to think of a way to make that more visible. So check this out. No splashing yet, or sound effects or anything, of course, but it detects if you're over ocean, and as opposed to sand or anything else, just ocean. So I can jump around, jump from one thing to another, jump freely, even jump near over something that's over the water, right? As soon as I'm over the ocean water, starts to dive. Whoop, whoa. So if I go, what? Yeah. Oh, jeez. So let's make these not block the camera, I think. Just for now. There we go. So it's using the fluid physics volume, so it has some slide to it. Hopefully my GIF GIFs are working. Was guts to do that, or perhaps this. No. Come on, GIF. This is the most important part of my stream, obviously. If you don't have GIFs, you don't have a stream, as far as I'm concerned. Oh bother. Oh, wait, I felt like I saw it for a second. Help. Freaking camera blocking by the boat. Okay, so that landscape wasn't enough. I need to put actual LPV on. I'm still upset that my GIFs aren't opening up. What does one need to do to make the GIFs show up? So let me just find the command on the LPV enable. Oh, it's a command line. That's right. It's not even an option. It's freaking hyper experimental. What is this? Alright. Console variables. Light propagation volumes. Propagation. No, it's not on, it's commented. Okay. Huh. Apparently I just deleted it straight up. I think I just copy that and save Aruskis. Heartbeat of the Hood, okay. Some of these titles. What if God was one of us? I have this open right now. Shit. Right, okay. You can open the project twice. That doesn't matter. Nothing was saved. Oh, I didn't know that there's actually settings. Oh wow, there's settings for light propagation volumes in the post-process volume. Intensity disabled. Light injection bias. To reduce bleeding through thin walls. Okay. Size. Bounce light shadows. Oh, I can set to 0 to disable and get some better performance there. Increase to reduce darkening due to secondary occlusion. Okay. No information is given at this time, but I guess it controls the injection of emissive materials. That's showing the light transmission from the LPV should be. Let's see what else these links here. That's CryEngine. Alright. See that thing I told you about the checkbox? Anybody that was paying attention back then? The checkbox gets rid of the checkbox, but not the window. I find that hilarious. So the thing is that I just got kind of upset with having to look at such a dark scene all the time. It just doesn't make sense. It needs indirect lighting, even at a performance cost. When I've got the ocean performing, when I've got 90 frames per second, I have a little wiggle room basically. I think I'm willing to, you know, of course, magic effects are probably going to have to be very minimal because you have too many particle effects flying all over the screen. A, it looks bad. Guild Wars 2. B, the performance costs. So, I mean, it just looks bad, and it's confusing for gameplay. It's like if everybody's just freaking throwing fireballs and green nature magic around, you have no idea what's going on. I remember in the design docs, or design lead-up for Guild Wars 2 release, they were like, yes, we want the visual effects to be very clear, so you know what's happening in combat. So they're going to be very large effects that, you know, so you can really tell what people are doing. And all it did is fill the screen with clutter. You know? Hey, I know. So let's try... See, he even dives into the water from loading. Okay, actually, yeah, see, the ambient lighting looks pretty good. The LPV, I'm happy with it. Oh yeah, this is good. I think I live with that. See, over here, it's not pitch black anymore. Put the torch on anyway. It's still black. It's still dark. Actually, well, once the moon is gone and it's nighttime, it's actually like almost does nothing. Actually, frickin' it's daytime. What the hell? The LPV mode. But the LPV. Oh, you see it some up there. Maybe I can change the intensity of it. But we'll also see the moon is not affected by it. So it's supplemental. Oh, it is a huge cost. So look at this, 46 frames per second over here now. Same spot I was just getting 90 before, right? It's a huge cost, and I'm not seeing it any. I wonder if it's something to do with the time of day currently. Hey, this boat's moving at least. Notice it moves left to right too. Kind of like leans around. Or it doesn't lean, it moves like side to side as well as forward and backwards. It does look like it's rotating a bit though. I need to do something for set active rotation on them as well. music's really freaking loud. Huh. Yeah. Sorry about that. Thanks for letting me know. I'm mostly just musing over this. I'll try this afterwards. Let's see. Nope, that's already on 0. Let's see, just turned the intensity way up on the LPV. I have to wait for the daylight to come up. Maybe I should slow down the burstiness of the swim. Yeah, I should be able to do that without breaking anything else. There's the moonlight. There's somebody here watching. I'll just dive off the pier real quick. I'll be close to the shore. Check this out. Check it out. Wee! Pew! Light years away. So I'm waiting for the sun to rise up right now so that I can check the indirect lighting intensity. Here comes the sun. Dive! Nope. How about dive? Oh, started to dive at the end there. Pew! Love it. Okay, so here's 20 indirect lighting intensity. As you can see, the moon is fine, unaffected. And, oh, it's like killing the shadows at the edges. Again, that performance cost, though. And this is like livable intensity of shadows. It's actually like super intense. Is that landscape thing? I forget. Maybe I need to turn that off. Maybe that's the performance issue. I forgot about that. I had put that on too. I had like 2,000, 3,000 shaders. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh yeah, that landscape thing was killing it, that's why. I'm still seeing some ambient color from the vegetation, which looks really weird. Oh, that's cool. I can see. Huzzah! Alright. Oh, I'm very happy about that. It's so many, like, things to balance, you know? I'm trying to sort of optimize while building. Sort of like writing it while I live it. If you've ever seen Waking Life, it's a great movie. Great movie. So, here's... Yeah, I mean, I think 20 is decent for intensity. That looks kind of cool. Let's go run around the countryside a little bit. Boop. Ride around the countryside. So again, ignore the fact that the horse has the horse rider. I'm going to knock myself off the horse just so that I can ride around as a horse without a rider. Because the rider has no proper animation right now. Oh, I'm sliding. Shit. Okay, there we go. It's still dark, but there's some... I like it. I like it. That's the moonlight or the daylight up there? I don't see myself at all. Like, I can't even tell if I'm running or if I'm stuck on something. Okay, I'm running. Like, what? Is that the setting moonlight, or is... Yeah, that had to be the setting moonlight. Okay. But the trees are still getting, like, illuminated in the distance. It's just something that bothers me. Like, in general. Oh, look at the fog. And the ocean and the boats from up here. Whoa. What did I do? What the frick? Oh, I switched to first-person camera mode somehow, and it went to... Oh, because the rider's on the ground over there. Yeah, so... Yeah, I'm looking at the rider on the ground. And I was like, what's going on? Because the camera attaches to the pawn, and the pawn is just on the ground over there, so... That's where it went. So, I guess the good thing about this LPV thing is it doesn't get rid of the fact that basically everything is black, which means you have to have lighting, which is a gameplay technique. Because, like, if you notice in, was it Rust that had, like, you have to have a torch in order to see? Oh shit, am I gonna respawn back down the hill? No, I'm up here. Okay, cool. I fell again because I can't see the ground. Alright, here we go. So that must be moonlight, those shadows. And of course my moon is like way off from the moonlight. Oops. There it is. Oh yeah, it is way off. But at least the frame rate's not terrible. 40 up here. In the middle of the forest though, or whatever this is. That's the thing. It would have been much worse with that landscape thing on. Of course, I'm up here looking at... It's mostly the trees here, I think, the shadows. So if I just, let's come back in. Whoa. Oh, I'm on the snow. Okay. It's actually, yeah, 60... Something about the moonlight is, like, more expensive. Wait, I'm not seeing shadows from the trees. What's going on here? Is it getting flooded by the LPV? And look at this weird blue light over here. What is this? Why are you blue and yellow? This is the LPV at work, I guess. That's some weird shit. What the fuck? It's just like, what? Look, it's even hitting me. Okay, so that intensity of 20 is too much. Let's see what I can do with this. Did I leave that GI thing? No, it's not on. Okay. Let's put this back down to 1, to default. And let's see if I get some secondary bounce, how it performs. Peculiar occlusion. Okay, fix those colors. The shadows are nice. Is it just my screen that has this weird patchy effect over everything? Or do you guys see, like, I guess you can't tell on the stream. I think it's just my shitty monitor. Battle Royale. Yeah, it's definitely possible, and thank you. What you have to be careful about is what kind of Battle Royale. If it's a shooter, Twitch Reflexes, you have one server hosting like 100 players, and think about it, Epic themselves has trouble optimizing Fortnite, right? So try to think about it in terms of what you're capable of. Maybe a battle royale like RPG, for example. It's sort of what I'm doing, not really. It's not. I'm not really doing the battle royale format, but that's what I'm doing. It's an RPG multiplayer, but it's MORPG, right? It's not MMORPG. It's just a multiplayer online role-playing game. So like 5-10 players, maybe. You have like 5 on each faction. Maybe it's like a nice little. It's almost like a Team Fortress map in an epic scale. So that's what I mean. Just consider what kind of gameplay it's gonna be, and then yeah, you can easily do the whole like battle royale format of like logging in, hosting a game, waiting for 100 players to load in, then start the game. I'm sorry, start with hosting a game. It becomes public. People see it on Steam. Click join game. Once you get 100 players, start the match. The server though is running everything on their home computer there, and the players are connected to it. So, right, if you have like a bunch of stuff happening all at once, like the battle bus coming in, it's gonna be pretty performance heavy on everybody. So depending on how you split it up, if you make it so that all the effects and stuff are only run on the client, or like if you don't time things perfectly, if you have it so that it's more, let's say for example, maybe you damage players by like, I don't know, freaking come up with something like flicking switches in the level, or being in a certain area or something, where it's maybe more of a strategy. Maybe it's a turn-based battle royale, where everybody enters their move. They have like 10 seconds to do it. If they don't enter it, then they do nothing, and and then the round is resolved and everybody moves forward to the next point. There would be no problems with like latency with turn-based games. Just you wait, like you click a button, you wait for a second, it registers, and then you're on to the next round. It's no biggie. It's sort of what I'm doing here. It's meant to be more like you're testing your character's skills and reflexes. Oh, what's up with the eyes at night? You're testing his skills and reflexes versus other players. You're not testing yourself. You're rolling a character, giving him this much speed, dexterity, etc. Not your own personal. It's not a Twitch reflex game. And then you run up to somebody and you roll dice. So when you're rolling the dice, the server does it. You see the animations, but there's no like, oh my god, I was faster than you. There is some though. There's strategy, because you have to be like, well, I'm going to use my sword now, and then I'm going to back up and use my shield. But the way I plan on doing with that is like, imagine a little row of boxes wherever. And when you press the numbers, say you press the numbers 1, 2, and then 3, you get this row filled up with 1, 2, and 3, and it starts feeding towards the left. So 1 gets like consumed, and then the boxes move left. You have like 3, however long 1 takes to perform, then 2 gets performed, and 3, and then so you can keep, almost like Tetris, or I don't know, you keep putting what your queue. You can line up your queue and see it in front of you, and then as the last item. So that's really what I'm imagining for combat at this point. And then it's a sort of you can click the button of the skill maybe to remove it from the queue, so you can change it up on the fly. If you realize the enemy is just throwing up nothing but blocks, you can be like, oh, I'm going to change my next attack to be that thing. Oh. Alright, let's see here. 30, 40. I'm gonna have to be careful with building cities and see how it performs at this point. But yeah, why don't I go ahead and just get to the making animations yet. This is decent brightness for daytime shadows here. What's funny is that I was getting 80, 90 frames a second over here. I wonder if do I have something else open in the background, or is it just from being open for a while, or is it not seeing any trees over here? The ocean just runs better, or what's up with that? Is it not going to happen again? Am I not going to get the 80, 90? Maybe only at the beginning of the game. I want to figure that out. It's like, yeah, it's like 40, like it was before. 30, etc. Maybe it's the time of day. Well, here, check this out. I didn't jump, I just kind of fell in. But whatever. Oh my god, I had a dream that I was in like a... Speaking of Brazil, have you ever seen the movie Brazil? It's like 1984 Orwellian like nightmare like on acid by Terry Gilliam, director of Monty Python's stuff. And so I had a dream that I was in like an office place that was like that, and I just started singing the Brazil. I was like, Brazil, dun 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 dun, something like that, right? I think that's the Doors song. Yeah, cool. Pew! Oops. Just dove headfirst onto the boat. I should cause damage for doing that. Treading water. Oh, He's moving around a lot. Where is he going? Do I have auto run on or something? Why is he still... Oh, he's just moving with the waves. Back and forth. Yeah, moving with the waves, moving around. I'm not doing anything, I'm just chilling here. But you can see he's moving left to right a bit, comparison to the docks. You see that? Going with the waves. Go down. Alright, let's make him... So, oh, I wanted to see what's up with the freaking performance. Like... Why... I wonder what I did. Is it that second bounce, maybe? Or is it from starting? Yeah, I think it's that second bounce. So if I go back to this and... Value is very close to 1, I recommended. No, it's like... Well, it's like 60, 45, 50. That wasn't 35. That wasn't it. Why on earth was it like 80 when I first came in? Did I do something else? I should try this too, the 8-bit one. I might have to redo mesh distance fields, but I might as well any optimization I can. And compress them, yes. Those are the things that I learned about from the GDC talks. I was there. Triangle cost. Okay. Leophorus Alexandras. Funny, people now getting into this because they want to make battle royale style games, and for me it was like before the battle royale craze. I had never played PUBG before Fortnite. I got into Fortnite like a month after it came out, once I was just convinced like, okay, it's free and everyone's loving it, I guess I check it out. So for me, getting into Unreal Engine was, I want to make an RPG. People are kind of like, I want to make a battle royale. Is it possible? I like that. What is up with my GIFs? My GIFs? It's not showing up. Man, GIFs are my favorite part. Maybe they changed the link for this shit. Maybe I'll just disconnect and reconnect this thing. Nada. Still loading the project up. Oh, it is a local file. No, it's not a local file. Maybe it's not picking up the command. Oh. There it is. Interesting. I wonder if all the chat is getting picked up by this thing. Okay, so at least I know I have to go to the fussbot if I want to do a GIF. So let's just throw up the... Hello. Well, hopefully this will improve performance because I just compressed the mesh distance fields and pretty much everything is a mesh, so like all the forests and stuff. So hopefully that helps beat with that. I don't even know if I'm using mesh distance fields for anything right now, but I want to eventually for like rivers to flow around things. But like, if it's a huge performance cost, it's not really necessary. I also used for... Oh, I think, are they used for indirect capsule? No, that's made with a capsule. I think the mesh distance fields has to be enabled for the indirect or the direct capsule something or their capsule direct. Oh. I can't spell. Whatever. What the frick? I love saying what the frick nowadays. What? That's the setup? Oh, okay. It's physics asset. Man. Alright, whatever. Oh, it's still compiling shaders. Bugger. Doesn't say anything about needing mesh distance fields on in here, but I thought I remember hearing that you need it. You need it for ambient occlusion, but that's coming from the skylight. So yeah, maybe I don't need mesh distance fields like at all. Maybe I should just test that out instead of compressing them all. Well, but since I already just set the compression, let me let this run, and we'll compare performance of with fully compressed meshes. Distance field shadows. Let's see, now I'm not sure if I am maybe using. No, I think I turned them off because they looked ugly as fuck. I was getting some weird lines across things, and when I turned off the distance field shadows. But anyway, I think I'm gonna want to use it for like for water. But again, if it's already so performance costy. Alright, I'll shut up and I'll just let this count down. But I am definitely tempted to just turn on. Let me actually, let's find out. Distance mesh fields. Mesh distance fields. So let's go to the, okay. Dynamic ambient occlusion and shadowing for static mesh actors. Oh, it is, okay, that's what it's used for. Capsule shadows for static mesh components. Capsule shadows, scuttle meshes, something like that. Normal mesh actors. Distance field indirect shadow. Yeah, it does need to be. Okay, so this maybe. I wonder if I can enable this onto the trees and increase the performance of their shadows. I'll just go ahead and load up the main map while it's doing this. I will be right back a minute. The good old shader compiling. Are your characters hip at 0 or their feet? I know like what you're talking about. I'm trying to just remember because I did have to adjust all the characters a bit. I can just check it out for you. if and you want, because this is still doing stuff. Hopefully it'll load up, no problem. Put that there music back on. The arms of heaven. It's compiling the shader for, but so the character is down 85. So I guess the feet are at 0, so the hips are at 0, I guess. No problem. Moved everything with the feeling you're not meant to for character movement to work. No, it's fine. It is fine. They're kind of separate entities. Like, you can... So let me just type too. I just prefer to sometimes. So it's on the record. I can put my thoughts in order better. You can appear to... due to the walkable slope limit. For example, you can measure that and tell it to play a sliding animation. You could be flying like I am on treading water here, but actually look like you're treading water. Why can't I? Oh shit. Whew. I just moved it. I can't freaking... Let me... Trying to click on this guy. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Take care, WR. Okay, I don't know what other component I modified there, but I undid it. Still building mesh distance fields, but yeah, there's your answer. Oh man, it's gonna make me compile from here because of that. Wonder if I just exit out. I could just leave the map. I'll try. What time do you get out? Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. Yeah, it doesn't look like it needed a save anyway. Nothing got changed. Okay, so I'm back at where I loaded in. Window demons. So, yeah, let me see if I can just go ahead and do that from here. The capsule direct shadows thing. Why is it freezing? Wowzers, okay. Forests, and let's say the foothills forest. Actually, no, I'm in the coastal cliffs with that character, so I might as well do that one. Cha-cha-cha. Get these 2 trees here. There we go. Now, go to the mesh assets. Yikes. Loading them shaders. Well, this is a kite demo one too. I don't know if... Well, at least this is a good test for the quality of this jazz. So, this is how I had the shadows before GDC, which was basically no leaf shadows for performance, because the leaf shadows have a huge cost on these, like especially the kite demo trees. So, the new theory is... why can't I freaking click on this? The control clicking interaction with Unreal Engine when it's compiling is not reliable. Like I'm trying to... Okay, I got it. Interesting. Control click to the chat window there. So I want to do this. Oh, I could do it just on the individual static meshes. Can cost a lot of memory versus cost very little memory. So they just put it on, I don't know, they'll end up putting it on everything. So, distance field, indirect shadow. Not seeing any lighting settings here. No, it's just for static mesh components. This already generates mesh distance fields. I guess it's not really a static, but it is, isn't this the static mesh? Now I know, for example, if I just go to, I've used it on the character already, both for the skeletal mesh and for its static meshes. And why isn't the music playing? I want window demons. Indirect shadows, basically. So, for example, I have these skeletal meshes. Where's my... Oh. Really should not be working while it's compiling shaders. But... where is this thing? Is it not on here? Oh, it's not on the third person blueprint. I don't want to move a folder. Jesus Christ. Alright, I should just stop. I'm gonna crash the whole thing. Like, I can't even move the mouse right now. Yeah, just let this run for a bit. Enjoy this beautiful background. think it has to be like see, I can't even find anything about people wanting to use those together. Like, this one says it does include procedural foliage, so I'll look into this. API, God, freaking the hang-ups from compiling shaders right now. I feel like I should still wait. Ah, it's frozen. Okay. I mean, I guess I could just use mesh distance fields from the directional light. It's supposed to be cheaper rather than cascaded shadows, but they look awful on the foliage, like... But I don't think that's... I mean, this is... I'm gonna scroll down to the performance discussion here. Is it a significant impact on shadow accuracy? Well, this is what I've just done here, so I guess we'll just see how this works. And then I'll try re-enabling it. Oof, it's gonna be a while though. I think I'll just turn the stream off for now and come back when it's done. Because, like, literally, it'll be like 15 minutes at this rate. This is so bad. Alright, yeah. Well, I'm gonna see how this compressed 8-bit distance field works out. When I come back, I'll play with the light settings, and then I'll do the swimming animations. So I'm always getting sidetracked by lighting performance. I can't really work on animations while it's doing this. I would like to, but... Alright guys, yeah, I'll just be right back. I mean, I'll be back shortly. Yes. I feel like if I just leave it on, it'll just go dead and people will stop watching. So I'll come back and there'll be viewers. Peace.